what's your take on the Undertaker getting flack for Michelle McCool's
Bro, I do believe him. I do believe. I would never doubt Taker ever, 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 ever. No experience I've ever had with the guy would I ever call him a liar. Ever, ever, ever. However, you got to look at the facts here. You know, first of all, Mickey James was on that show. What's the name of that show again, bro?
LFG.
Okay, Mickey James was on that show. Now, you got to understand something. Mickey James is a beloved figure. Beloved. It's not like half of the people love Mickey. No, they love Mickey. So all of a sudden, Mickey, as beloved as she is with her experience, is replaced by Taker's wife, who, oh, by the way, is also on the show.
Yeah.
That's number one. Number two, now she's Taker's co-host on his podcast, and from what I understand, I've never listened to it, I've never watched it, bro. I don't watch podcasts. From what I understand, she's not very good. So, you know...
Yeah, the fans are tearing her a new one. Yeah, I made a video earlier. They are tearing a new one. You know, it was easy to maneuver and pick up the podcast just with a little name change it from Mark Callis. Mark Callis. I learned about that. Mark Callis with the heart punch. You know about me and Mark Callis. Mark Calloway to the Undertaker. So because you know the company owns the name, so it's that switcheroo, and then the podcast that'll be easy now. Just that quick. Sold.
Pete, that's what people are looking at. And
there's a third one too. She's in the Hall of Fame now.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot about that.
When you look at those three things, why would Michelle McCool?
Yeah, it's not. I mean to keep cutting them off. It's not 3 strikes you're out. It's more like 3 strikes you're out plus 2. It's like that's 5, and the fans just getting hotter and hotter. Yeah. So those comments, you know the comment section is because they do it on some videos. The comment section is cut off now. You can dislike it, but that's probably the limit.
Replace Mickey James. Why is she on his podcast when she's not that good? And why in God's name is she? What do you expect people to say, man? Of course, that's what they're going to say. Whether he did it or not, or whether he orchestrated it or not, that's what they're going to say.
100%, Vince. That's what they're going to say. Because here's the thing: this all happened in the same year, and we're starting to see more of a presence backstage. I was told this, that Undertaker hangs out more backstage in an advisory role. He's not really into the intricacies that much, but at the same time, I heard he just kind of sits back around, walks around, just kind of there as far as his presence is concerned. I was told that from someone backstage, and here's the thing: him having that presence, him announcing Steph, him announcing Triple H, in the Hall of Fame. Him having more of that backstage presence, as far as, him having that influence toward Raquel Rodriguez, which ended up being very positive, him and Kevin Nash, that was really positive for her. But here's the thing. He has more of a presence from a backstage this year. Is it a coincidence? I would argue, it's hard to argue that as we see more of a presence in backstage with The Undertaker, now Michelle McCool is the new host for LFG. Now Michelle McCool is replacing, the original host, Matt or Mike or whatever his name is. Please excuse me if you're watching this. But from what I heard, from what he said in an interview, this wasn't something that was really planned or he was expecting. He said that the Undertaker, he was on the thing, Maven interviewed him, and he was talking about how Undertaker said, "Hey, we got to chat," and he was thinking that Undertaker was just putting the kibosh on the entire thing. But
Yeah, I'm still surprised. Yeah, he let it slide. But like I said, guess it's kind of good he let it slide because the just, internet beef is stupid. But he knows Taker in real life, so that would have been stupid to begin with. Yeah, but yeah, he let it slide. He let it be. But I know part of him had to feel bad though, because he really liked the podcast. And like I said in the other video, he said it was really his idea, and the Taker, he said the Taker wasn't feeling it at first. You don't want to hear the old stories and stuff. And actually, people do want to hear the stories, but if not from somebody else. And then turning into like not a podcast. Somebody already said this. It's not, at least not really the podcast. More like the husband and wife show, the wife and husband show. It's like the podcast is just a name now almost.
he told him, and it was unexpected to him, that he's moving over to WWE. WWE, has the rights of the podcast now, and Mccool is going to be, is going to basically take your place. The person who was the original host, he was so graceful about the entire thing, and I give him mad respect for that. But I think if he really wanted to say how he really felt, it seemed like he was shafted, in many ways. And Michelle McCool is the person, and of course Michelle McCool's not going to be like, yeah, let's go ahead and be the co-host and push him aside. But at the same time, the WWE didn't want him, clearly. And a lot of people are saying that they have so much more chemistry, to your point. You know what I mean? They had so much more. I've not watched a single episode of the Michelle McCool and Taker 6 Feet Under podcast, but there is a lot of people saying that the original show had much more chemistry.
Chris, let me correct you though. Because I think you're wrong about one thing. Bro, I don't think there's any way, shape, or form the WWE did not want his partner. The WWE was going to take whoever Taker said. With that, Taker was not going to...
Okay, I see that.
Taker was not going to say, this is my co-host, and the WWE was going to say no. No, that did not happen. Taker probably... We don't know any of this for fact.
We don't know.
Chris, let's face it. He probably saw a payday for his wife as the co-host, that payday coming from the WWE, because WWE would have went along with whoever he said his co-host was going to be.
Yeah, even if you were from a numbers perspective, they were getting several million views on YouTube. Yeah. So, I mean,
it wasn't the channel at like at 700K or something like that, and I guess that they went to noticing it. And it's like, hey, wait a minute, this man's close to 100,000. Yeah, that's just, of course, they had to have noticed it. That's just like back in the day saying that WWF, I never watched WCW. Yeah, right. I don't know about that. Come on now.
He could have at least been bringing in $250,000 to at least $500,000 a year, as far as the numbers are concerned. That's a pretty, I think that was actually a month. So you're bringing in $3 to $5 million a year, based on the numbers. Of course, I don't know the details, but based on the YouTube algorithms and the numbers, you're bringing in, a few million a year from this podcast, and that's a nice payday for a podcast, man. And okay. So do I get a cut as the original co-host versus? Well, I want my wife to get a cut now. So I can definitely see what you're saying as far as.
Hey, man.
If the
I might have that mixed up. He was at 700. So he's already 700,000. Yeah, they got the plaque. I said 100,000. I think he's 700,000. Yeah. So, Taker should have helped. I said in the other video, she need help. Yeah, because I was thinking about 100 things, mixing it up. Yeah, he should. Yeah, he should have did something for that bit. Cut that man a check or something. Yeah, that would have been the least. Yeah, but yeah, blindsided from out of nowhere. That's like, okay, you had a good date with a woman, and then the next morning she dumps you right there for no reason. Know about that? I don't know about that. Plays like everything is good, and then okay, punches you in the gut the next morning. Ooh, that would be dirty. Woo.
Taker wanted the original host, he would have gotten the original host.
He should have kept the
But
original
I do
host.
think it wouldn't have been a completely easy path. There probably could have been some pushback, and he doesn't have any type of affiliation with the WWE.
Oh, there's pushback because
for them to
Michelle's
get
in
it or
there.
not. You know what I mean? So, and plus, you can tell that the Undertaker didn't. Even the person who did it can tell the Undertaker didn't really want to do it. He really didn't have his heart in eventually, but he's going to do it now since his wife has an opportunity to be a part of it with him too. So, and as far as our Hall of Fame is concerned, I mean, her resume in the WWE. I mean, let's be honest, Vince. What was it that was a Hall of Fame resume? I mean, what? I know that it was a time that you didn't watch.
Yeah, I did not, bro. I did not see her on air like one time, so I have no idea of her career.
Yeah, I mean, she was a pro for I think Low Key. You worked with Low Key before in NXT. I mean, she was Divas champ, and I know that she was co-champ with Layla for a little bit too. I mean, as far as just her, she only had really maybe a couple of good years, you know, on top of the SmackDown brand when they had a Divas championship.
I don't even remember the matches.
So I mean, heck of a talent, you know. I mean, solid.
Yeah, that video's about over with, but I could tell you, Trish, Lita, Jazz, Victoria, even Molly Holly, some of their matches. Molly Holly better run, and she came from WCW. I don't care if she came from GWF. She was a way better wrestler than Michelle Mccool. I could tell you their matches. Who else? I think that was about it. Probably even Miss Jackie, yeah. She could tell you some of her matches, but not Michelle McCool. Yeah. Yeah, so I just named several people that's better wrestlers than her. I just named like several.
Talent,
at least a handful.
But at the same time, it's like, just like I've talked to you about before, we've had these conversations before. What is the criteria for the WWE Hall of Fame?
There is none. It's that simple. There is none.
There's none.
Okay, that's it. Okay, they're not going to take that Hall of Fame seriously. And even if they build the museum and all that good stuff, they're probably still not gonna. People are still gonna get aggravated. So, but yeah, it has no business in there. Oh boy, just like they had. Like some of the celebrities make sense. They probably say some of them don't. Okay, like Tyson. He made like several appearances. Trying to think who. I remember when they had that celebrity guest host thing. I hated that. I don't know what was worse, that or the robot GM, or the best for business thing. I don't know which one was worse. The Authority. That's what it was called. Yeah, I think that's the celebrity host thing. That was probably the worst. And between that and that robot thing, because at least the Authority, was in the company. But a lot of that stuff was garbage. Like Chef said, it's garbage. It stinks. Whole thing, it stinks.